Clarksville Sister Cities. What is it, and why is it important to you? The answer goes back to the end of World War II, when in 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower held a conference on citizen diplomacy to try and bring peoples together after the war. Tens of thousands of Americans pledged their support to help create a free and peaceful world. The Sister City idea developed from that initiative. Clarksville Town Council member Bob Popp, a retired civics teacher in the Clarksville Community School Corporation, was the first to suggest the concept of a sister city. A small committee was formed and began to explore other communities throughout the world. Two goals were set for the first relationship. The city had to be English-speaking, and it had to have a similar demographic to Clarksville, so there would be similar areas of interest and concern. The initial work was done on the Internet through information supplied by Sister Cities International. Melton Mowbray and Bewdley, both in the Midlands region of England, were selected. A trip was scheduled in 2000 to meet representatives from both cities and see what interest there was in moving things forward. A group of 15 persons made the trip at their own expense, of which 5 were the official delegation. Melton Mowbray was the first town to be visited and proved to be an exceptionally warm and welcoming community with a small pedestrian-only town center. The community is known throughout England for its production of pork pies, a delicacy akin to chicken pot pie but served chill. Stilton cheese is also a product of the region. The second community on the agenda was Bewdley, which in its heyday was an important port along the inland canal system of England. Bewdley was ultimately selected to be Clarksville's first sister city. Located on the River Severn, it's a beautiful Georgian town adjacent to the much larger metropolis of Kidderminster, the carpet capital of England. Let's take a brief look at that town. 2004, Clarksville undertook to twin with a second sister city, this time in France. A visit to a suburb of Paris known as La Garenne-Colombes resulted in a preliminary designation of a friendship link. That link ultimately was brought full term when in 2007 a formal signing ceremony was held between Clarksville and La Garenne. Let's take a brief look at La Garenne. While trips to Bewdley tend to be primarily social, we have developed a student exchange program with La Garenne and are now sending outbound students each spring break and receiving students from France in the fall during the equivalent of their school break. And so the program continues. Clarksville, reaching out to its sister cities, sharing its culture with interesting parts of the world, turning places into people.